Welcome to Xtra Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. No singing, no dancing, definitely no chest popping. Still in energy conserving mode, just a little, just a tad. I think I'll be out of it in another day or two. I'm gonna lean on two, but yeah, okay. I don't like to come out here and be all profound. I don't like to come out here and make grandiose statements. I don't like to come out here and shine a light on meaningful stuff. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Just because there are no rules doesn't mean you should do whatever you want. Just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. Yeah, and I'll leave it at that for now. Hold that thought. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I ever want. That's all I ever asked for is an opportunity to chance, whether it was on purpose or by mistake. No worries. Still, go ahead and stand up. I'm giving you flea claps. And if you turn around, I will pat you on the back. I will. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way. Why? Because we got this special, unique bond. What? Sharing is caring. How? You shouldn't share everything. Free advice. Free advice. And non-verbal communicating peeps. This ain't for you. This is for everybody else. We's communicate non-verbal and non-verbally. This is for everyone else who can't do that. There is a different level to this game. And that's communicating non-verbal. Picking up on the non-verbal cues and all of that. That's what you should strive for. And then after that, you should strive for even more. But until, take step one. And that is become a reg. And I'm talking to you now, noobs. All right, so I guess I probably should just go ahead and flush this out. And I never actually had a problem with influencers, and I don't have a problem with the entire concept itself, because I view it differently in a sense where if I were to break it down to the actual meaning and what had happened and what takes place, then I'll say that I had influencers to help me get to the point where I'm at in my life, to help me see things for what they are, what they could be, and how they were. Basically, my influencers, and that's the term and word I'm just gonna stick with. Help me get through dark times, dark moments, dark days. I mean, when I didn't have anything else, especially to strive for, there was another famous person I admire, person that spoke the same language as I did, knew the battles that I had to fight, and gave me, or gave us, motivation, gave us something to look forward to and strive for and to be, gave us goals, gave us goals to accomplish, ways to move about in a in real life. And that's why I say what I say. And that's why I'm just going to throw influencer out there and I'm going to use that word to describe this, and definitely not mentor. We're definitely not going to say mentor here, because that person or those people were able to imprint and influence and have me, amongst others, feeling some kind of way, viewing something from this lens, from this point of view. Were we still able to think outside the box and come up with our own way? Yeah. But when you have someone in that position, when you have someone who maybe, just maybe, been there before and came out of the struggle, came out of the evil, came out and made it through, you look and you don't necessarily try to emulate. No, 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 no. You look and see how they did it, and you try to follow in the same footsteps, but you're walking in your shoes. When times are hard and times are down, you turn and you look and see, how did they do this? How did they get through? What did they use? And that's why I say influencer. And my influencers didn't have me eating Tide Pods or jumping jumping in cold ice baths or anything like that. My influences had me surviving, making it, living to see another day, and trying to be a different person to survive so I can live and see another day. That's what my influences helped and did for me. And so when you take uh something that is that serious, something that has that sort of pull on not just one, but millions upon millions of people, and you misconstrue it, change it, turn it into not necessarily a power for good, a power for helping, a power for, I'll just even say being neutral, but a vehicle to make money. That's the issue. And that's where I had the problem with the whole doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. And if you can recall, that's me doing the noises, and that's me doing the sounds to indicate that I am raising my hands and moving my 4 digits up and down for the air quotes. Moving my 4 digits up and down for the air quotes, and influencer is in the air quotes. That is why I have an issue with influencers as the way they are and as the way it's structured today. And it's not the mean. And as I pointed out, hopefully, skillfully, if not, I suggest you go back and listen again. I suggest you go back and keep going back until the light bulb comes on, or until you figure it out on your own many years into the future. So you just go ahead and bookmark this right now, right here. And that's why I have a problem with the influencers. Yes, and that's me in there with the air quotes. Not necessarily that They do it for the money. Although I do have an issue with that. But using that superpower, using that ability for manipulation in your own gain. Because maybe some people look to and go to that for how it how I strategically laid it out. They've been there, they've done that. So I want to see how to do or how do I get to that point by taking that path. The path is going to be different. The shoes are going to be different. Everything around is going to be different, but you have to know what direction to go. And if you're sending somebody in a completely different direction, and the end game and the end point isn't what they expect or what they thought, and you just leading them astray, that's where I have the problem. You can nickel and dime, you can be a snake oil salesman if that's what you do, because we are not robots and programmed to always do good, always look out for people. If anything, I'd say that majority would not. That's a different discussion for a different day, not the day. Gotta stay focused. And that's who you are. That's who you are. Just don't get upset and get mad when truth tellers come and say what the truth be like, what the truth is. Don't get upset and don't get mad. Don't throw the H word around either. When you get figured out and you get clapped on and you get broadcast for who you are, for what you are, and for what you are all about, ain't nothing wrong with uh surviving to the next day, doing what needs to be done to make a better life for you and yours. But when you are praying and when you're using other people as stepping stones to get where you're going, or to just throw them aside and clear the path for you and only you, where you could just leave them alone, that's when I say, and I've said this even recently, and I don't mind saying it again, but you should go back and check the historical documents. I'm here for violence. That's when I say I am here for violence. Sure, I've somewhat mellowed out a little bit. Don't challenge the challenge anymore. Don't play the game to play the game because I like winning, even though I do like winning. Never hold the L or never like holding the L. And I definitely don't like charging anything to the game. I used to play for fun. I don't play for fun anymore. Now I play strategically, not necessarily to win all the time, strategically to thought provoke, to open up and get to the larger picture. Now, with all that being said, that is who I be. That is who I have always been, even with the personal growth, even with being a better version of myself. It's just now I know how and when to be more effective by being efficient. Then it was the same, but it was almost all the time. And it was just for the pure joy and not necessarily, how can I put this? For provoking thought necessarily. Because me and the little guy, we've been hanging out. We've been doing what it do for a long, long time. And I owe that to my influences, the people who helped me and showed me the way and told me this is the way. And this is how we do things. This is how things need to be done. That ain't going nowhere. Either I become a robot or a different person. It ain't happening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website at xtraxtravdgsports.com. That is xtravdgsports.com. There's a YouTube as well. Xtra Xtra VDG. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must, comment if you may. We clap back. And you're warned. Noob and noobs, I don't like to be profound. I don't like to do that all the time. Sometimes it's needed. And it was one of them moments. Hopefully you stuck around. Hopefully you circle back around. Hopefully you are a reg now. Regs, I'm getting really, really close to bringing it back. I really, really, truly am. But right now, I'm out.